Right, the first thing you need to do is on the Plextor external hard drive that you have, you want to make sure that you create a new folder with your group's name or the project's name. I've called this one Premiere Editing. You want to put all your resources in there. That's the video clips, the AVIs which you converted, and the MP3s and any pictures that you're going to use for the thing. There's the MP3. It tells you what the type is there. So they all need to live in that one folder. And then what you want to do is open up Premiere, but I will open it up from scratch so that you can see. You go to All Programs, and then you go to Adobe Collection CS3. Down at the bottom is Premiere Pro CS3. So you press that, and that then opens up the file. It is a big program, so it will take a little bit of time depending on how big your resources are. And we open up the project. If you haven't already created a new project, this is the process, so I'll go through that steps. New sequence. Let's just close this one, otherwise it won't let me do that. New project, and what is important, the first time you're doing it, you need to set this up. DV PAL and 48 kilohertz for the audio. You want to then tell it where the external hard drive is, so you browse to that folder, which your Plextor might be F or G or something like that, and then on mine it's E, and I put everything in the folder called Premiere Editing. So if you do something similar, then everything will live in there, and you give it a name, Music Editing. EDITING. Okay, editing, and you click OK, and then from here you would then import all your resources. So the audio, the video, and open, and that will then bring each of those clips in. What is important that you see the different icons do different meanings. That's obviously the picture icon, that's the audio icon, and that's the video. The first thing you want to do is take your audio, whatever it is. I've got some thing called Sleep Away, which is some music track, and you put it into the timeline. The timeline goes all the way from the left to the right, and it goes sequentially, 0 all the way up to the end of the timeline, which is 3 minutes. So if I drag and drop by holding the left mouse, clicking as I go through, this is known as scrubbing. This is a zoom in, zoom out. So I'm zooming in on the timeline, and everywhere you want to put this to the next editing, you need to move this red line to the point that you want to do the next editing. So if you're going to start from the beginning, I'm going to move it right to the beginning and it's a 0, 0. This is your main recording window. Whatever you see on this window is what you're going to hear and get. So all your special effects and things needs to be seen in this window. Anything in this window is known as the source window. So if you're doing the video clip and you're just doing like a preview, you can double click on here, you'll see the video in here, and this is where you would set the in and out point, and then you would set the out point and drag it from there by holding the left mouse and hovering over to the middle part. Now you notice that it's got a picture, which is a video, and you've got this one as well. This is the audio. This is the natural audio which you recorded when you were doing the song. That's what you can use to sync up the song with. If you want to lock the audio, turn it off, turn it on. That just mutes it, it doesn't delete it. And if you want to lock it, that means that you won't erase it or move it around. That's quite useful to do right at the beginning. because what we're going to do is press play up here, and as you play you'll hear the metering, and you're meant to hear it, and then using the star button on the number pad, which is on the far right of the keyboard, you press the star for each marker, and the same star button is this marker which you see here. So you can also press that, but I'm going to use the shortcut for star.
That they put on their site that sends people to our site. The advantage of an affiliate program is that people who are...
Just stop it there. So if I zoom in, you will see that there's markers. Then I can then move this video into that space, so I can then edit to this audio, and you can see there's a picture that I've got of this little frog, and I've edited for that one, and then I'm going to put the next picture, and I've edited for the picture. If you are taking in pictures, you'll see that this picture is quite large, and so is that. What you have to do for each picture is right click and you say scale to frame size. What that does, it then shrinks it to fit to the video. And same here, right click, fit to scale, and that will then reduce the size of the picture. So there's the two pictures, there's the video. If you want to chop the video up further, get the eraser or the scissors, as I call it, this razor tool, which is a cut, and hover over the part. If you're not sure, you can scrub it across, scan it across, and then look for a action shot or something happening. So there, after he puts his hands together, and then I can then click on this, which is a move tool, to go back and move this around. Now it doesn't matter if it's on video 1 or video 2 or video 3. What does matter is whatever is at the top, and you're looking down, it's like a well, and you're looking down this well. Whatever is at the top is what it's going to see. So if you got the picture on top, the picture is what it sees. And when the picture is finished, it looks down the well further and it sees the video. So that's how it works. So you can layer different clips together, scenarios, and then you can create edits using that. All the transitions are under effects, and I'm going to make this quick. Transitions, video transitions, there it is. The best one is probably the cross dissolve, and if you are doing music videos, you've got lots of others to play around there. The iris wipes, you know, you've seen the crazy ones. Okay, obviously you might not need this audio, so you can mute that and notice what happens. So that's it in a nutshell. You want to put all your resources into here on the timeline, cut it up using the move tool and the razor tool to cut things up. So I use the razor, move things around, and use the move tool, move it into position, and you see when I move things in, it sticks. There's like a line which came there, and it's telling me there's a marker there, so I'm going to stick to that point. Otherwise it just moves along freely. You can move it away from there, and if you want it somewhere else, but it sticks to the edge of certain things. So that's really important to understand. Once you've saved all your things, file, save as, you can then view it in here and press play. And if that's all good and well, you make sure you save this as a different copy, because what always happens is sometimes that file gets corrupted and you lose everything. So you don't want that, so it's probably a good idea to work up from 2, 3, 4, 5 for each different day. So if you have a problem with day number 5, you can go back to day number 4 and pick up from where you finished off the day before. And if you really finished all of that and you're completely done, what you want to do is File, Export, and Movie, and you can give it a name, your music video's name, Raise Your Glass, or whatever it is. And if you just check the settings, it should be on work area, which is what you were working on, and it should be on DV Microsoft DV AVI. And once you've finished, you want the audio ticked as well, because on the audio with that, and you then save it, and that will then save a recording of it as a complete video, which you can then use to show the teachers. Okay, thank you for your patience, and I will see you when I get back and see what you guys can do. There are some really good help and tutorials on Google for those who spend a bit of time, and Special Effects is here for those who want to play around with that. But don't touch the Special Effects if you haven't given yourself a different name, because with Special Effects it crashes more often because it's trying to render things in the background. Okay, good luck, and I'll see you when I come back. Okay, thank you, bye. Make sure you have been saving your project, and once it's finished, that video is able to be just played back. So that's the video, and save. The project is just a list of instructions to Premiere to do with the video what you told it to do. So the AVI here is the final video with the audio. Okay, thank you for listening, and I'll see you when I come back. Bye.